Okay, so I can see that the session is live. So we'll just wait for 2 seconds so that no students come into our class. Right? Yes. So I hope so. The audio and video are fine. Okay. Yes. So thank you, everyone. The audio and video are perfectly fine. Okay, I've got it. Okay, I kept it in reverse motion. Okay. Yes. Okay. So I welcome you all to the session. Right. Uh, Before we start up the session, let's have a small promotion of the upcoming batches in Unacademy IELTS. So you guys have the IELTS Pioneer batch, which is going to be live from tomorrow, right? From the 5th of May 2021. You have me taking the reading portions or the reading modules. Savaya ma'am will be doing with the writing portions. You have Sonam ma'am with the listening, as well as Shivangi ma'am who will be handling the speaking portions. So going forward, you guys have batches with India's top educators. Right? These are the top educators for India in Unacademy IELTS. So this is also the best platform for IELTS preparation. You guys have more than 20 plus courses every month. You guys will be took forward with both the general as well as academic training. You guys have more than 10 plus mock tests. You have live speaking sessions. You have writing test assessments as well as dedicated doubt solving classes. So moving forward, you guys have to go for the IELTS Plus subscription here. For that, you can use my referral code. My referral code is SAIELTS, right? SAIELTS. I will write it once again here. So it is SAIELTS, right? L for lion. Right? This is my referral code. By using my referral code, you guys will be getting 10% off on your Plus subscription. So the 2700, which is the 1 month plan, will be for you people for 2430 rupees, and the 6750, which is the 3 month plan, will be available for 6100 rupees. Will be available for 6100 rupees. Okay, so most of the people who are going for IELTS exams, right, they literally do a strategic plan of around 4 to 6 weeks, right? 4 to 6 weeks of strategic preparation is needed in IELTS. So these two plans will be heavily beneficial for you. Please do use my referral code to get 10% off on your Plus subscription. Now moving forward, we'll move forward with our class. Okay, so what did I mean, right? So I just told learn English for fun through cartoons. Yes or no? So you guys might have heard a lot of cartoons in your time. Okay, so I'll be taking you guys through some of the cartoons in today's class, right? To some of the cartoons in today's class. But the first thing is, can we learn English for fun through cartoons? Right? Yes, can we learn English for fun through cartoons? So you guys will be asking why learning with cartoons, right? Yes, voice actors on cartoons, they enunciate or they pronounce, right, they very clearly. And if you see yourself, you guys can see these difference yourself. You guys can see this in a normal logical movie or in a normal Hollywood movie, and if you guys see the same thing in a cartoon, you guys will feel the difference in the speaking. You guys will feel the difference in enunciation, right? You guys will feel the difference in pronunciation. The people who are in English movies or in English web series, they pronounce very fastly, but cartoons, they pronounce in a normal legislation. They pronounce in a normal legislation in a slow manner. Why? Because cartoons are mostly loved by kids. Cartoons are mostly loved by kids. It is not a big disgrace here that we will start learning our English by cartoons. No, we are the people, we are starting to learn English through cartoons. So this will be very beneficial for us, because cartoons, the voice actors in cartoons, they pronounce properly. This means they pronounce their words so very well that everyone can understand them. Many children's cartoons focus on social interactions, so you can hear some real world conversation and phrases, right? See, most of the cartoons, most of the children's cartoons, they focus on social interactions. So you guys might mean, sir, what is the meaning of social interaction? Just a minute, guys. uh, I just lost my pen tab here. Okay, yes. So you guys will be asking what do you mean by social interaction, guys, right? So how do people usually, how do people usually speak out with your friends? How do people usually speak out with your families? All these social interactions, those are clearly seen in cartoons, right? Those are clearly seen in cartoons. So many children's cartoons, they focus on the social interactions. So you can hear the real world conversations, right? How to talk between parents, how to talk to strangers, how to talk to friends. All these things will be learned by you people in the cartoons. So this was the first point. Second point. Moving on to the third point. Children's cartoons, they use the simplest form of words. Yes, you heard it right, right? Children's cartoons, they always use the simplest form of words. So you guys don't have to learn a huge vocabulary to ace children's cartoons, right? You guys don't have to learn a huge vocabulary to ace children's cartoons. This can be learned easily by you people. Most of you people can easily learn English because the usage of words done in the children's cartoons are very simple, right? They also throw in plenty of challenging new words for more advanced learners, right? Does it contain only simple cartoons? Does it contain only simple methods? No, right? You guys can also learn it through advanced methods, right? Yes, they consist of both simple as well as advanced words. They consist of both simple as well as advanced words. If you are watching a show for very young children, these shows are often repetitive. They repeat words, phrases, and even whole sentence structures, right? For very young children, the cartoons which are there, the Animes, or the Bob the Builders and all, right? These cartoons, they always have this. They always tend to repeat the words. They always tend to repeat the phrases, right? They're usually very short. They're about 20 minutes long. Sometimes each episode is split into halves, right? So if you remember the Mr. Bean, and Mr. Bean, most of you might remember Mr. Bean, right? So in the Mr. Bean cartoon or in the Mr. Bean web series, there were two episodes happening, right? It was split into halves. Yes, there are cartoons that are made specifically for learning new words and phrases, right? Some cartoons are there. So I will be showing you guys the top 10 cartoons which you guys have to see. Top 10 cartoons which you guys have to see, which is available in Amazon Prime, which is available in Netflix, which is also available for free in YouTube. Right? These cartoons will help you guys learning new words and phrases and also improve the communication of for you people, right? Also improve the communication of you people. Cartoons are perfect if you're looking for a fun way to learn, right? So most of the people, right, when you go for coaching classes for learning or coaching classes for speaking, and right now even this class, you might find it boring, right? But when you guys see it in cartoons, you actually learn this, right? English is a very funny language, and learning English is very fun. They are very fun to watch. Now let us see the top 10 cartoons which you guys have to see, right? The first one is the Martha Speaks, right? Yes, so this is the Martha Speaks. So I'll be showing you guys the image of the Martha Speaks. This is freely available in YouTube as well as Amazon Prime Video, right? Martha Speaks, so this is basically a show or a cartoon about a dog that learns how to speak after eating some alphabet soup, right? So that's a very hypothetical idea, but still they have brought it, right? So in this, what happens, right? Just a minute, I'll just keep my phone here. Okay, so what happens here is this is about a dog, right? This dog eats or it drinks alphabet soup and it starts how to speak. It starts learning to speak. Okay, this show is meant for teaching new words, and each episode has vocabulary words, right? Each show or each episode, it has vocabulary words explained before and after the episode, right? These vocabulary words are explained before and after the episode. Before the episode also, you guys have a monologue where these words are explained. After the episode also, you guys have a monologue where these words are explained. These words are used multiple times during the episode, so you won't forget them, right? All these crux words or the difficult words, all these crux or difficult words, they are used a lot of times. They are used a lot of times in the whole episode, so you people won't forget about it. The best thing about this show, that is the Martha Speaks, is that though it is very clever, this show does not also dumb down its content just because for its kids, right? Yes. So you people might be like, sir, this is a kids cartoon, it is very dumb, we don't want to watch it because it is very childish, it is only for young people, right? These are the common comments, these are the common comments most of the aspirants have. But that's not the thing with Martha Speaks. Martha Speaks is a very clever anime. It is a very clever cartoon, You guys will have fun learning it, right? It also inculcates so many ideas, it also inculcates so many theories, right? Yes. So this is the math aspects, which is the top one cartoon for watch. Another cartoon to watch or another cartoon to see is the Word Girl. Another cartoon to see is the Word Girl. Word Girl is another superb show or another show which teaches new vocabulary words for you people, right? It teaches new vocabulary words for you people. In this show, a girl superhero, she fights bad guys through the power of words. Yes, a very hypothetical thought, but you guys will have fun learning it, right? What happens in this show is, in this show, this girl, she fights the bad guys. She actually hits the bad guys. She tantrums the bad guys. She, controls the bad guys to the power of words, not to the power of kicks and punches, which normally our superheroes does, right? Yes. The episodes are drawn in a very unique style and they explain new English vocabulary words as they use them. Every time a new English vocabulary word is used through the form of Pictionary, right, through the form of Pictionary or to the form of pictures, the words are explained so that you guys can understand. It's another silly show that's very fun to watch at any age. Just check out this clip and you will see what we mean, right? Yes, so there are so many. Just check out the clip, okay? Just check out the clip in YouTube or in Amazon Prime Video. You guys will understand the importance or the fun you guys get by watching through this show, right? Yes. So you can see this is the Word Girl. Just like a Superman has an S on his chest, the Word Girl, she has a S star on her chest and she's accompanied by a friend. Just like Batman has Robin, the Word Girl has a monkey assisting her. The next one is the Doki. Doki is very good name, right? Because why? This Doki is nothing but a treasure hunt cartoon. Doki is a treasure hunt cartoon. So you guys will be like, what is a treasure hunt cartoon, right? Because Doki is a cartoon which takes you through expeditions, right? Doki is a cartoon which takes you guys through expeditions. Lot of expeditions. Lot of expeditions you guys will see it. You guys will see n number of expeditions if you go through Doki cartoons, right? It is just like a treasure hunt, or you can also call it as a voyage or a journey, right? So voyage or a journey, it's like you guys are only having a trip. You guys are only moving on into a trip. So that is what Doki is. That is what Doki is. Doki and his team, right? So it is a culmination of many people series. Doki and his friends, they all go on, they keep on going on, they keep on meeting each other on every episode. Doki and his team explore different parts of the world and learn about new cultures and words associated with them. This is a fun cartoon if you want to learn not about just few words but also new cultures, right? So along with new words, if you're a constant watcher, if you're a constant visitor of the show Doki, you guys will understand the new cultures around the world. What are the cultures? What are the cultures where they go? And what are the cultures that are followed in those countries? Even these things can be learned easily. Even these things can be learned easily. Moving forward, so this is what is the Doki. This is the Doki dog, which is nothing but the explorer dog. The Doki dog or the explorer dog. Then the next one, which is the postcards from Buster. A very well known, a very famous, I can call this as a very famous cartoon which was known by many people, during the time when English speaking was not popular. At that time only this show was literally the top watched show all over, right? Top watched show. If you enjoy learning about cultures and traveling but don't like the style of Doki, right, you might enjoy the postcards from Buster, right? So Doki is basically expedition storytelling, right? Doki is basically expedition story tale. But that's not the case with Buster. That's not the case with Postcards from Buster. This show, right, it stars Buster. Right? Buster is nothing but a bunny. Bunny means a rabbit. Right? From another kids show called the Arthur. Right? It has two characters here. One is the Buster and one is the Arthur. And Buster is basically a bunny. Bunny means a rabbit. Buster is basically a bunny, means a rabbit. Arthur is mostly about social interactions and friendship, but Buster's show is about his travels around the world with his father, right? Buster is basically a bunny or a rabbit. It locales or it travels around the world with its father, and that is where these relationships, social interactions, friendship, and all come. So this is what the show is all about. Postcards from Buster. It has an interesting style that mixes cartoons with videos of real people, as you can see in this episode preview, right? You can also watch the episode preview where you guys can see the postcards from Buster. That's an interesting style. Okay, it's a nice way to see some cartoons and real people talking, right? Yes. So what you guys see in the postcards from Buster is the bunny or Buster, which is a rabbit, is a cartoon, and it interacts with some real people, right? Yes, you guys might remember your Poggle channel now, right? It is just like that. The bunny, it interacts with some real people. So this is what the postcards from Buster. This is the bunny or the rabbit, which is named as Buster. See, it has a camcorder with it, so it records its journey throughout. The next, you guys have the Adventure Time, which is a one more expedition story tale, right? The expedition time is one more expedition story tale, the Adventure Time. So Adventure Time is a very strange show. It's a kind of show where, as they say, you either love it or hate it. So I can't give the guarantee that you people will start loving this show, right? So it is dependent on two options. You might love this show or you might hate this show, right? You won't be in the between. Anyone who sees the show, he won't be in the between. He'll be like, oh, okay, it's moderate. Okay, I can see it for half season. I can see it for one season. Adventure Time is a kind of show where you people will either hate it or love it. Means you will either like it 100% or you will never like it 100%. Okay, it's an energetic cartoon about a young boy and his very stretched dog, right? So those people who have this concept, a young boy and his dog together, just like your Benton. The Benton, it was not a dog, but still, right? Young boy and a dog, right? Young boy and his very strict dog who go on adventures in the magical land, just like you have one beautiful novel by the name Alice in the Wonderland, right? So they go on a magical land together. They fight the monsters over there, just like how we people like what happens in the such Hollywood movies, giant movies like Pirates of the Caribbean and all. That's how this is also, right? Here he goes with his dog. He fights the monsters there, magical land, just like you guys might know the folklore tale Aladdin, right? Just like the Aladdin, the folklore tale Aladdin, right? He fights the monsters and they understand the importance of friendship, why the dog and boy are together, right? Adventure Time is one of those layered shows which sometimes doesn't feel like a kid show, right? So when you guys go, this is a very emotional show, to be frank. Adventure's Time is a very emotional show because it showcases the friendship of the young boy with his dog, right? It showcases the friendship of the young boy with his dog, and also the fights they do together, the way they both support each other. All these things are shown in this, right? It's a very layered show, and you guys, when you are seeing this show, you don't feel like you're watching a kids show, right? You feel like you're watching an adult show, a very emotional show. It also has some made at words, but so watch out for those. Otherwise, it's a great fantasy show with natural dialogue, so that can go from normal to weird in few seconds because it is a fantasy show. So you guys are up to a lot of magic. Hmm? You guys are up to a lot of magic. So this is also one of those cartoons which you guys must watch. Yes, so this is what is the Adventure Time. So you can see they fight with the monsters, they fight with this the boy and the person, right? They fight with the monsters, they go into this magical line, just like how you guys have a sword in the Prince of Persia. It's just the same. The name of the show is itself regular show. Okay, so please do not consider that I have brought something called as a regular show. The name of the show or the name of the cartoon is itself called as a regular show. So what is there? Regular show is another show that feels more like it's supposed to be for adults, right? So whenever you guys see this, you guys can clearly label this show as an adult show because it has no characteristics which we can easily tell that this is going to be a kids show, right? It has no characteristics of that sort. It this clearly behaves like an adult show, right? The regular show, it clearly behaves like an adult show. Moving forward, it also has some assorted characters. So you guys might come into this point. What do you mean by assorted characters? Assorted characters are nothing but fictionary characters but who connect to the real life. Just like you have a father, right? In the show, in the cartoon show, the father might be a Humpty Dumpty person, might be a fictional person, but in real, we do have an emotional connect with our father. We do have a relationship called as father with us. So those are what called as assorted characters. Those are what called as assorted characters. Okay, so this cartoon is about human like animals, right? Fictitious human like animals or animals like humans, right? Fictitious objects, right? And other assorted characters who work in a park and get into all kinds of bad situations. They usually because of their laziness, right? All these human like animals are laziness, and they get into bad type of situations, and how they come out of these bad situations is what the show is all about. Like Adventure Time, regular show is a little strange, so you guys might feel, oh, what is this happening at all, because this show is a lot hypothetical. This show is a lot hypothetical and is fictitious, right? So it is quite imaginary. You don't feel such things happening around, but for improving your conversation, but for having a fun chat with your friends and all, these shows are, you can learn these shows, and from these shows only you can improve your English. Okay, yes. Adventure Time has this old, very old dry humor. If Adventure Time isn't for you, this one might be. Okay, yes. So that is the thing about these shows, right? So as I told about Adventure Time, you guys will like it or hate it, right? Just like, so if you people hate Adventure Time, you guys will obviously love the regular show, right? You guys will obviously love the regular show. Yes, this is the art of regular show, or this is the show which is like, just like a scary thing. It looks like a scary bomb. The next one, you have the Dexter's Laboratory, right? Everyone knows about the Dexter's Laboratory, right? The most famous cartoon of our times, right? The most famous cartoon of our times, the Dexter's Laboratory, which was, really available in your Cartoon Network. Dexter is a genius boy with a secret laboratory where he invents all these kinds of amazing technologies, right? So these people who are into research and this, and the people who are lovely of hallucinations, such I will also do this chemical, I will also do this chemical. For these people, this is one show which also, which brings that childness, which brings the kiddishness inside you, which brings that curiosity inside you, and also brings a smile inside you as soon as you see the cartoon. If his sister Dee doesn't destroy them all first, right? He creates lots of amazing inventions, but his sister Dee, she destroys all of them. This show is a bit older than the others, but it's just as funny and charming today. Dexter's Lab doesn't teach words, but Dexter is extremely smart and he talks like it, using bigger and more complicated words and in German accent, right? So mechanical engineers, those people who are willing to go to Germany, right? You guys can learn the German accent for free here, right? Because Dexter is a boy, he speaks in German accent, but he uses bigger and complicated words, right? He uses bigger as well as complicated words. Okay, so this is what the Dexter's Laboratory. So you guys might know, you guys might have seen many of the thumbnails or many of the images on Dexter's Laboratory. The next one, you have the Phineas and the Ferb, right? Yes, there's also one famous series, right? Most of the people will remember the name Phineas and Ferb. Yes or no? The most famous web series or web anime, right? Phineas and Ferb, right? They both are half brothers, to be frank. Okay, who are having one crazy summer adventure. So they move out on a crazy summer adventure. They talk to each other. They speak with each other. So this is how you guys learn about the interactive conversation, right? What we call as the interactive conversation. Interactive conversation helps you guys wherever you go. Just like if you see one of the main patterns of IELTS, or one of the main patterns, if you go guys go for the MS and all, the main patterns is what is your interviews, right? So if you see people interactive with each other, if you see people conversing with each other, you guys tend to develop this something called as interactive conversation. And the more good you are, and the more you are interactive in an interview or in a session, the more you try to grasp the minds, or grab the attention of the uh, speakers, or the person who is interviewing you, or the person who is trying to take a review out of you. Every episode of Phineas and Ferb, it follows the same formula, right? So it's easy to keep up, right? So it doesn't have lots of plot lines, it doesn't have lots of stories to go on with, right? Every episode it goes with the same formula, same summer adventure, same talking and all, but it's fun to see because it's the same summer adventure, but inside the screenplay is different, right? The story is the same here. They both go on an adventure, they both talk to each other, they both have fights with each other, they both try to amend every situation. So this is what happens in Phineas and Ferb, but inside the screenplay is different. Just like how you remember the old wine in a new bottle, right? Yes, most of the people will remember this. Yes or no? Old wine in a new bottle. You guys might remember this problem. So that is how Phineas and Ferb is, right? It's the old story, everything, but the story is the same, but the screenplay is different in every episode, right? The screenplay is different in every segment. Yes. So they even break into song, like so this is also just like your dramas, right? Most of the people in India, you guys might know something called as dramas. So in the dramas also, what happens, they both keep on talking and suddenly a song comes in between, just like how you see in Bollywood movies. Suddenly there is a song in between. suddenly they start dancing with each other, suddenly there is melodies. Just like that also there are lots of phrases. One thing is, if you guys see the finis and verbs closely, you guys will become heroes, or guys will become conversive with something called as idioms and phrases, because the whole finis and verb dialogues are written in the form of idioms and phrases, right? You guys have lots of phrases to learn from the finis and verb cartoon, right? You guys have lots of phrases to learn from the finis and verb cartoon, right? Sometimes they even break into a song. They are always doing creative and scientific things, right? And they use good vocab words, right? Your vocabulary will increase to a new level if you guys uh, actively or regularly watch this series. Okay, it's a good reminder that you can do anything if you try hard enough. A good thing to remember when you're learning English, right? So if you do something very much hard, you can easily improve your English. So that is what speaking English is not a big deal. You guys can do it. Yes. So this is the finis and verb team. This is the finis and verb team, and you guys have finis and verb here, right? Both of them, right? They both go on a summer adventure, they meet lots of people, and this is where I mentioned you guys about the interactive conversation. And lastly, you have the very famous anime, right? Very famous Japanese anime, which is Avatar: The Last Airbender. Not the Avatar Hollywood movie, the blue movie, not that one. This is an anime. This is a cartoon, a Japan cartoon, which was very famous. Avatar: Last Airbender. Avatar: The Last Airbender is a fantastic anime. Anime is a type of cartoon that's made in Japan, and it usually has a very recognizable style, right? You guys have huge eyes, just like your Choda Beam and all, right? Just like that. Huge eyes, not many details in the face, right? Crazy colored hair, just like how you guys know. You guys might remember these animes such as Naruto, Dragon Ball Z, right? The hairs are very crazy, crazy spikes of hairs. There is no S, okay? So there is not much things visible on the face, right? Not much thing visible on the face. All these things are there, right? Yes, of course not all animes look like this, but Avatar is one of those animes that shows looks wonderful even if you're not a fan of anime, right? They have literally, Karate Kid and all this, right? It is an epic story, epic monologue, mythological story about a divided nation at war and a young boy who has the power to stop the fighting and bring peace to the land, just like a Telugu movie story, right? Yes. So there is war, there is two nations, they are divided with war, and a young boy who comes, he stops the fighting, he brings peace to the land. So this is what is the story of Avatar. It's a wonderful show that's loved by both kids and adults, and it's a lots of conversations and plenty of action. So you guys don't go with the action here, right? You guys just focus on lots of conversations. Lots of conversations are there in Avatar: The Last Bender, which will increase your speaking quotient, right? Just as I told right now. What did I tell? Interactive conversation, right? A word called as interactive conversation. Your words such as interactive conversation will move to a new whole level, right? It has some silly moments also, but that is present in every cartoon, right? Best of all, it has an interesting story, right? This story is so great that you guys will love it, because this is an interesting story, and when the story is interesting, you guys will plunge yourself into the movie, right? So that is what, if the story is interesting, you guys will plunge yourself into the movie. So that is what you guys like about the Avatar, right? It is also an action story, so you guys will love action stories, fighting and all. So you guys will get into the and I'm so much that you guys will start learning the English, right? Subconsciously, right? So all these cartoons, what do they do? All these cartoons, what do? They subconsciously help you learn English, right? They subconsciously help you learn English. Though you guys won't be practicing them, though you guys won't be doing them, but just because you're seeing it, just because you guys remember the dialogue. So Avatar tells, I am the great person. I am the hero, right? He tells like this, I am the hero of my life. He just shouts like this, and you guys will remember it. Right? That's how these cartoons make a big impact in our speaking skills, right? Subconsciously, we'll start reading it, or subconsciously, we'll start wording it out, right? We become good orators just by observing these cartoons. Just by observing this, or just by watching these cartoons, we become good orators. It is not that we have to, ratify, or we have to by heart every line which comes there in the subtitles. Even without watching the subtitles, you guys can learn speaking English subconsciously. Yes, so this is Avatar: The Last Airbender. So you can see large eyes, nothing much on this, right? Crazy hair, right? So this is the Japan anime, which was also present for free in the Nickelodeon channel, right? You guys also see this in YouTube if you just search this name, Avatar: The Last Airbender, you'll get lots of episodes for free on YouTube. Right? Yes, this was also one of those series, very famous series. So just now I gave you guys a compilation of the top 10 cartoons which you guys can see, where you guys can learn English for fun and improve your speaking level to the next part, or to the next and your speaking module, or your speaking synthesis, your speaking skills will improve to the next level. So that's it from today's session, guys. So I will see you all in the next session, right? So thank you. So my next session will be there on the 11th, so next Monday, 11th of May, which is the next Monday, where I will be taking a class on vocabulary, where I will be taking a class on vocabulary. 11th of May at the same time, 11 p.m. You guys will have the next session from my side. You guys will have the next session from my side. So hello Mohit. Hi, it's fine, man. Right? Hello Mohit. Okay. So I rarely see the comments. I do see the comments at the end. So I'll see you all in the last class. Right? In the next class, we will be discussing some frequent verbs in vocabulary, from weekend words in vocabulary. Okay. Yes. Okay. From frequent. So there is no German cartoon, but I just mentioned you guys about the Dexter's Laboratory. So if you see Dexter's Laboratory, you guys can easily learn the German accent, because Dexter, this person, he uses his oration using the German accent, right? There are German cartoons, but preferably, yes, you can do that also. There are lots of German cartoons. Please do use subtitles, right? If you guys use subtitles, you can learn German also, but it is not so effective, because learning German is a different thing, as well as speaking German is a different thing, because you guys have to give exams. You'll remember the words, but not all words, right? There are German cartoons. You can see the German cartoons after you have learned the German language, right? That will be very fruitful. That will be very fruitful. Okay? Yes. So I'll see you all in the next class. That is on 11th of May, Monday at 11 p.m. Okay? Yes. So till then, have a great day, guys. Have a wonderful day. Please do stay indoors. Please do stay safe. Please do take care of your family. Have a great day ahead. Thank you for listening to the lesson. Have a great day. Bye bye. No, in German language is not there in Unacademy. For German language, you have to go for the Goethe Institute. Right? If you want to learn German language, you have to go for Goethe Institute. Right? You do find some free videos on YouTube. Right? There are some free videos on YouTube for German language. Right? It is free, but it is only for A1. Right? In German language, you can find those free videos on YouTube, right? But it is up till A1, and A1 is not at all satisfactory for you people, right? If you are thinking of a career in Germany, you guys need to have at least up till B2, right? You guys need to have up till B2, that is A1, A2, B1 and B2. C1 and C2 can be done later in German itself. C1 and C2 can be done later in German itself. So in Unacademy, we don't teach German. You have to register yourself to the Goethe Institute, right? You have to pay a fees of around 7,000 to 8,000, where they'll be giving you the study material, everything, and they will themselves conduct the exams. Okay. At Goethe Institute, just search this on Google. Okay, you guys will get it. Right, uh, it will also tell you guys, or let you guys know some of the familiar cities, right? So Goethe Institute is also present as offline coaching institute in most of the cities. In Bangalore it is present, in Hyderabad, in Mumbai it is present. So depending on your respective city, you guys will also find out the center where you can take offline coaching, or you can go with the online coaching also, right? The exams will also be held 3 months once. Exams will be there. It was there at that point of time when I was there, but now they might have rescheduled the exams. But you can go for this. Google Goethe Institute, right? Or else you can just you go to YouTube, where you can see German language for free. One person is there. She is having a subscription channel, so do subscribe her. She takes German language lessons more often, just on speaking, not on everything, not on the exams and all, but on speaking she takes regular lessons on YouTube. So just go with it. Okay? Yes. So thank you everyone. I'll see you all in the next class at the same time, that is on 11th May at 11 p.m. Please do stay safe. Have a great day ahead. Good night. Bye bye.